Look at this transformation. This is what happened in just 14 days. Same person, same legs, completely different reality. The secret? A 5-minute daily routine, a couple of cushions you already own, and one movement that physicians have trusted for decades but almost nobody talks about anymore. If you're watching this right now, chances are you know exactly what I'm talking about. That crushing sensation in your calves after you've been standing for just a few hours. The way your ankles balloon up by evening, leaving deep grooves where your socks used to be. Those thin purple lines spreading across your skin like a roadmap you never asked for. And the thick, rope-like veins that seem to twist further up your legs every month. I'm Dr. James Whitemore, and I've been a vascular specialist for over 22 years. Today, we're not going to waste time discussing what causes venous insufficiency. You've already heard that lecture a dozen times from a dozen different sources. What you haven't heard is the actual solution you can start using today, right in your own home, without spending a single dollar. Here's what's about to happen in this video. I'm going to walk you through a single technique. No expensive compression devices, no pharmaceutical interventions, no complicated apparatus, just your body, 2 ordinary cushions, and any wall in your house. This approach has been documented in vascular medicine literature since the early 1970s. Multiple clinical trials have validated its effectiveness, and I'll drop those research links below this video so you can verify everything yourself. But before we dive into the actual technique, we need to address safety first. This method is incredibly effective at mobilizing blood through your venous system, which is exactly why certain people need to be cautious. If you've been diagnosed with deep venous thrombosis, active clotting disorders, or thrombophlebitis, do not attempt this until your physician explicitly approves. If you've had recent surgical procedures involving your lower extremities or vascular system, same rule applies. Medical clearance before action. If you're beyond 45 years old and haven't had a venous ultrasound recently, I strongly recommend scheduling one before you begin. It's a non-invasive scan, requires zero preparation, and most vascular clinics offer it as a standard screening. It gives you peace of mind and a clear baseline. For everyone else who's medically stable and hasn't experienced serious venous complications, you're cleared to proceed. And one quick request before we continue. If this information resonates with you, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Every single interaction tells the algorithm that this content matters. That means this video reaches one more person whose legs are aching right now and who has no idea what actually works. That's how we create impact beyond ourselves. I appreciate you. Now, let's get into the details. Here's what you'll need to gather. It's remarkably simple. First, a wall that's at least 6 feet wide. This measurement actually matters because when you position your legs apart, you'll need adequate clearance. A cramped space defeats the purpose. Second, a yoga mat or a thick folded towel. A hard, cold floor creates discomfort and tension, and we need your entire body completely relaxed for this to work. Third, 2 cushions. Standard ones from your sofa or bed, nothing fancy required. Alright, here's the setup. Approach your wall. Lay your mat flush against the baseboard. Stack both cushions directly at the wall's base, placing them on top of the mat. Now, lie flat on your back. Press your feet firmly against the wall. Gradually inch your shoulder blades along the mat, moving closer to the wall, and position your tailbone, that bony prominence just above your glutes, onto the stacked cushions. If you can't quite achieve this position immediately, don't force it. Simply lie down near the wall and gently work the cushions underneath you. The critical point is eliminating all pressure from your lumbar spine. Here's what's fascinating. The therapeutic process has already begun, and you haven't performed a single movement yet. Consider what's happening physiologically. Your pelvis is elevated above your heart. Your entire musculoskeletal system is at rest. Gravity is gently drawing your mesentery, the connective tissue supporting your abdominal organs, upward toward your diaphragm. Your pelvic floor is opening. Venous blood is already beginning to drain from your lower extremities purely through gravitational force. This positioning itself is therapeutic. Just remain here for 30 seconds. Breathe slowly and deeply through your nostrils. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Why can't I just do a shoulder stand instead? Let me be direct. You can't, and here's the physiological reason. During a shoulder stand, your entire body is under tremendous muscular tension. Your core is maximally engaged. Every stabilizer muscle is firing continuously. This position creates the opposite effect. Your body is in complete relaxation. Your legs rest against a stable surface. You can maintain this position for extended periods without any muscular fatigue whatsoever. A shoulder stand exhausts you within 60 seconds. This technique allows you to simply exist in position while your circulatory system does the work. That's the fundamental distinction. A couple of important notes before we add movement. If you experience mild dizziness or a gentle throbbing sensation in your temples, that's completely expected. It's simply increased blood flow to your upper body. Rest in position for 30 seconds, stand up briefly, then return. Within a few sessions, your cardiovascular system will adapt completely. Now let's activate those legs. Lift both legs away from the wall and spread them apart as wide as your flexibility allows. Then dorsiflex your ankles, pulling your toes back toward your face and bring your legs back together. The sequence repeats: spread wide, flex ankles, close legs, spread wide, flex ankles, close legs, spread wide, flex ankles, close legs. The absolute key here is achieving maximum range of motion, not halfway, not 70%, full extension every single repetition. That's the only way to activate your calf muscle pump effectively. And simultaneously, when you spread your legs to their maximum width, you're opening the inguinal folds, which is precisely where venous blood must travel on its return journey from your extremities. Perform this movement for approximately 90 seconds to 2 full minutes, long enough to generate genuine muscular engagement. Excellent. While your muscles are warm and activated, let me show you the progression. We're going to perform a similar pattern, but instead of opening and closing, we're drawing circles, both legs moving together, creating large, wide circles in the air, as expansive as possible. 30 seconds rotating clockwise, then 30 seconds counterclockwise. You'll immediately feel how this motion opens the inguinal region even further. And there's one more movement I need you to learn: the bicycle motion. I don't need to explain the mechanics. We all pedaled bikes in childhood. Just rotate your legs in the air as if you're riding a standard bicycle. But here's the detail that almost everyone overlooks. First, pedal forward for 30 seconds in the natural direction. Then, and this is absolutely essential, pedal backward for 30 seconds in reverse. That backward motion recruits muscle fibers that forward pedaling cannot access. That's the complete active sequence. But don't stand up yet. Place your legs back against the wall and simply rest for 1 additional minute. Body loose, breathing natural. I understand it might feel like you're finished, but the therapeutic effect continues. Blood and lymphatic fluid are still redistributing throughout your system. Your venous walls are recovering their tone. That final quiet minute delivers equal benefit to the active portion. Don't eliminate it. A few more observations that might catch you off guard. Your feet may begin feeling cold during the exercise. That's perfectly normal and actually positive. It indicates that blood genuinely vacated your lower extremities and moved toward your heart, exactly as intended. Just wear warm socks beforehand to stay comfortable. And finally, how to exit this position safely. Please don't jump straight up. Lower your legs from the wall. Bend both knees and plant your feet on the floor. Roll gently onto your right side and pause there for approximately 30 seconds. Then sit up gradually. Remain seated for another 5 to 10 seconds, then rise slowly. The optimal time for this technique is on an empty stomach, ideally first thing in the morning before breakfast. If you're practicing in the evening, wait at least 2 to 3 hours after your last meal. But here's the critical timing note. Perform this at least 1 full hour before you plan to sleep, not any later. Let me explain why. This technique significantly mobilizes blood and interstitial fluid from your legs. Your kidneys increase their filtration rate as fluid redistributes systemically. If you do this immediately before bed, you'll wake up multiple times throughout the night needing the bathroom. So evening practice is fine, just not right before you lie down for sleep. How long should each session last? Begin with 1 to 2 minutes total. Don't try to be exceptional on day one. Your cardiovascular system needs time to adapt to blood suddenly shifting from your extremities to your upper body. You might feel slightly lightheaded or notice a pulsing sensation in your head. That's completely expected. After 2 or 3 sessions, you'll comfortably reach 3 minutes. By the end of your first week, 5 full minutes. And here's an important modification. You don't need to complete the full 5 minutes in one continuous session. If that feels overwhelming, divide it into smaller blocks. Lie in position for 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Then stand for approximately 30 seconds so blood flows back into your legs. Then return to position for another 90 seconds. Repeat this pattern 2 or 3 times. You receive identical therapeutic benefit, but most people find it significantly more manageable, especially during the initial days. And this alternating pattern actually provides additional benefit. It trains your vascular system to respond more dynamically. And the final preparation element, consistency. You need to practice this twice daily, once in the morning, once in the evening. The morning session prepares your legs for the day ahead. The evening session clears all the accumulated swelling and fatigue. No rest days, no exceptions. If you want visible results within 2 weeks, you must commit to daily practice. One additional strategy to amplify results: a contrast water treatment for your legs immediately after you stand up. And let me be absolutely clear: no ice immersion, no extreme cold exposure. At 60 years and beyond, that creates serious cardiac risk. Do this gently. Warm water on your legs up to knee level for 30 seconds. Then noticeably cool, not freezing, water for 15 seconds. 3 complete cycles. Always conclude with cool water. That's what maintains venous tone. This is called the Kneipp hydrotherapy method. It's been used therapeutically for over a century. In Germany, it remains a standard component of varicose vein management today. A 2023 systematic review confirmed its clinical benefit. But exercise caution. If you have hypertension, skip this method entirely and consult your physician first. So there you have it. 2 cushions, 5 minutes, contrast water therapy. Every single day, no skipping, for 14 consecutive days. Evening heaviness disappears within 3 to 4 days. Swelling reduces noticeably within 1 week. Spider veins begin fading within 2 to 3 weeks. Larger varicosities shrink and stop causing pain. Complete resolution takes several months, but you'll witness genuine progress. This isn't mystical healing, it's pure physiology. You've simply reactivated a circulatory pump that had been dormant. All the clinical studies are linked below this video. Read them yourself. Verify everything I've told you. Drop a comment below and tell me which movement challenged you most and how your legs responded. I read every single one. Knowledge without action is just information sitting in your head. It heals nothing. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like it and subscribe to this channel. Here's to healthy, pain-free legs. I'll see you in the next video.